he thought there was two cyber companies. Look out, and even though I know Peter, I've never met Peter Thiel. And everybody says he sort of jumps around and acts sort of strange, like he's on drugs.
Smoking, yeah.
Yeah.
He looks under drugs.
However, he has a company called Palantir.
These people running the world are so stupid. This is Jeffrey Epstein telling the ex-Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak that he is going to put him in touch with Peter Thiel of Palantir.
So he thought that Peter would put you on the board of Palantir. Peter Thiel is one of the best. I've never met him. He's going to come here next week.
Epstein to Peter Thiel. Brexit, just the beginning. Peter Thiel says, of what? Epstein says, return to tribalism, counter to globalization, amazing new alliances. You and I both agree zero interest rates were too high. Finding things on their way to collapse was much easier than finding the next bargain. These are the richest, most powerful people in the world talking about their desire to collapse society so they can find better bargains for their capital to buy up.
I met Epstein a few times as well, and but it was basically, and I didn't check, didn't ask enough questions about it. But I think there were sort of a lot of things where it was fraudulent.
Elon Musk to Epstein. We will be in the St. Bart's area over the holidays. Is there a good time to visit? Epstein wrote, the 2nd or 3rd would be perfect. I will come and get you. Vivian, Elon Musk's daughter, confirmed those details. She said, I can confirm we were in St. Bart's at the time specified in the emails, and therefore I believe they are authentic. Bill Gates.
Ex-husband, Bill, is named in the newest tranche of Epstein files.
I think we're having a reckoning as a society, right?
The emails in the files suggest that Bill Gates had additional affairs and that he tried to get medication to treat a sexually transmitted infection and that he was going to give you the medicine without you knowing.
For me, it's just sadness for, I left my marriage. I had to leave my marriage. I wanted to leave my marriage. I had to leave I felt I needed to eventually leave the foundation. So it's just sad.
Remember, in 2008, Epstein pled guilty to procuring a child for prostitution. It is literally a global ring of the most rich and powerful people doing horrific things to children. Now the media is trying to paint Epstein as a Russian asset, but here's his own email from 2018. Robert Maxwell threatened Mossad. That's Ghislaine Maxwell's father. He told them that unless they gave him $400 million to save his crumbling empire, he would expose all he had done for them. Maxwell passed down all the secrets he learned to Mossad in Tel Aviv. In turn, they tolerated his excesses, vanities, and insatiable appetite for a luxurious lifestyle and women. He appointed himself as Israel's unofficial ambassador to the Soviet bloc. Of course, Trump is all over the files, and so is Steve Bannon.
You're damn right. We're going to have ICE surround the polls come November. We're not going to sit here and allow you to steal the country again.
If we lose the midterms and we lose 2028, some in this room are going to prison, myself included.
So the thread that ties together Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, Donald Trump, Steve Bannon, all their big money backers, and everyone else involved in this fascist coup is the fact that they all did horrific things to children, and they have taken over the government in order to suppress that information and stop investigations. That's the reality, folks. That's why no one was charged under Biden either.
Probably was my moral weakness that I.
Well, how could you have known back then? He had never been arrested.
No, this was 2014. It was post arrest.
Oh, so his arrest was the first arrest, right?
Yeah,
which was like 2007,
08.
Okay. Okay.